So when a positive charge is placed in an electric field, it experiences a force in the direction of electric field. Very, very important point. Please remember, whenever a positive charge is placed in an electric field, it experiences a force in the direction of electric field. When negative charge is placed in an electric field, it experiences a force opposite to the direction of electric field. Opposite to the direction of electric field. These are the two important points. Very, very important points. Okay. Now we discuss about electric field due to a point charge. Electric field due to a point charge. So this is a source charge. We want to find out electric field at this point, which is at a distance r from the source charge. To find out the electric field at a point P, which is a distance r, at a distance r, we have to place a test charge Q naught at that point. So here the test charge experiences a force along this direction. Why? Because these are both are positive charges. Both are the positive charges. When we move this test charge towards source charge, then what happens? Due to the repulsion force, it is moving away from the source charge. So it experiences a force along this direction. Now, according to Coulomb's law, force between these two charges, F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q into Q naught by R square. What is the direction of force here? Away from the source charge. Away from the source charge. Now we want to find out what is our aim. Our aim is to find out the electric field at a point P, which is at a distance r. So electric field is equal to, already we discussed about electric field, how we measure electric field. Force acting per unit test charge. So F by Q naught. Substitute this value F by Q naught. We get E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. So this is the expression for electric field due to a point charge. Electric field due to a point charge. Now what is the relationship between the distance of the test charge from the point charge and electric field? E inversely proportional to 1 by R square. Here electric field is a vector whose direction depends upon position of test charge. Position of a test charge. For example, this is a source charge. If we place a test charge at this point, then electric field direction is along this direction. So here if we place a test charge here, then R negative, electric field is along this direction. That means if R is positive, electric field direction is positive. This is treated as positive direction, this treated as a negative direction. If R is negative and E is also negative, electric field is a vector. It has a direction and as well as magnitude. So position, depending upon the position of the test charge, the direction of electric field changes. Now we draw the graph between electric field and R. So this is y axis and this is x axis. We take R on x axis and E on y axis. Okay, what you notice here? The nature of the graph is like this. That means if R is 0, E is infinity, E tends to infinity. Okay, if R infinity, E tends to 0. Inverse square law graph. This is inverse square law graph. Now, if R is negative, the graph look like this. If R is negative, okay, E is also negative, right? That means if R is equal to 0, E tends to infinity. If R is equal to infinity, E tends to 0. This is the graph between E and R, very important graph.